Center Grove, I'm Dustin Grissom.
And I'm Jake Smith.
And we have your first weekly broadcast of the school year. Up first, Peter Carozis and Jake Smith have a feature on clubs.
I think every single student should be a part of clubs and activities. That's the biggest recommendation I would probably give to any student if they ask for advice about what to do to make their high school experience the best it could be. For one, it's just really fun.
It's good to join clubs because you get to meet people. Sometimes weird people, but weird people are okay people too.
Another reason to join is colleges really want to see that you have been involved in something at your school, because they want students who are going to come to campus and be involved on campus doing things there. And they don't want to just see a list of 4 clubs that you were in, on your application. They want more specifics than that. They want to know what years were you in those clubs, what specifically did you do, what activities were you involved with as part of that club, whether it was community service or something helping out here at the school.
I'm in Japanese club. Spanish club, ping pong club.
I've been to a lot of college admissions events as a counselor, and I've heard them say they would really like to see more specifics, because if you just say, I was in student council, that might mean you went to one meeting your freshman year, so they really want to know what you're doing that makes you a well-rounded addition to their university, and maybe some things about you that would benefit their campus and bring some extra student life, there to what they're already doing on campus, or maybe even you've been part of something that would be a new addition to their campus.
Clubs are good for you because you get to meet people, you get to meet teachers, you get to learn new things. You can learn to sew, you can learn to be friends with best buddies, and you can also learn to do other things from clubs.
Next up, Jake McWilliams and Denver McQuaid have a video on our new principal, Mr. Bird.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned both at Carmel and also my time in the Marine Corps is just building relationships with people, and that's what education's about, is working with the students and the staff in order to help the kids get where they need to be. So just getting to know everybody is going to be critical here as we get going. Well, when I was in the Marine Corps, I was thinking about what I wanted to do once I moved on, and I considered law school and business school. But the big thing that I enjoyed about the Marine Corps was working with the junior Marines and training them, and essentially molding them, and knew that was real important to me. And I kept coming full circle back to education. My mom's a longtime educator, teacher, principal, superintendent, finished her career in the classroom, and now she's on the school board, so she was real influential in that. I think I kind of started off with the first question that you asked me about building relationships and getting to know people. Everybody's just been real welcoming and gracious as I've come aboard down here, and I look forward to continuing that and doing things like this and getting to know you guys.
And now, Drew Vagnahotri and Nick Evans present you a feature on football.
It's hard to truly believe that what you're about to do is going to be successful. Do you truly believe we're going to be successful? Yes, sir!
What exactly does the defensive line need improvement on? We actually have a very good core group of guys right now. Some of the things just kind of work on using our hands a little bit more and getting off our blocks. But right now, I got a great group of guys, and I love working with them.
What are some key things that have been going good?
For the most part, we're able to drive through our tackles, and we're able to get to the pass rusher, get to the quarterback, get a lot of sacks. If we can't get there, we've got some very athletic guys who can at least get their hands up and cause those deflections. Hopefully we get a big six.
A few words of your take of tonight's scrimmage. Just a few words, observations.
Well, the biggest observation is the student section. Rarely do you get a scrimmage when you get that kind of attendance. It's pretty clear that we've been in school already for a couple weeks, and you can tell the students are ready for football season.
Coming over from Carmel, our biggest rival, do you see any key similarities, differences between the two teams?
There's differences between the football teams as far as the support that both of those teams get. They're right on par with each other. I mean, that's what makes this so comfortable for me is just the enthusiasm that both student bodies have for their teams and their school.
Based on your observations today, do you think that we have a chance of beating Carmel?
Oh, absolutely. I don't see why not. We're going to go up there and are going to take that conference medal back and avenge that loss that we had last year for sure.
Next up, a feature on iPads with Samantha Keno and Reagan Keller.
This year, all students now have iPads. We asked some students and teachers questions about them.
How has the iPads affected you this year?
Well, I guess it's easy because all of my assignments are on one tablet instead of having a whole bunch of different folders where I can lose my homework easily, and it also helps me stay connected with my teachers a lot easier.
Well, I'm pretty lucky because my students all had iPads last year, but this year the greatest thing has been that we have an online course management system that actually functions and integrates with the iPads with Canvas.
They've helped a lot, they've cut back on the books and paperwork, but they've also added another chore.
Teaching this year with the iPads has made it a lot easier. All the kids have their music on the iPads, and so it's just made choir a lot easier. They only have one thing as opposed to a bunch of sheets of music that they have to file through.
Do you use it in your classes? What apps do you like or what apps do you not like?
For most classes I do, we use it in choir because we have our music on it instead of on paper. There's a couple classes I don't use it, but for the most part I use it in every class.
I do use the iPads often. My students virtually are on them every day for a majority of the class period unless they're taking a written test or reading from a novel.
I use Penultimate a lot just because it's our whiteboard for almost all of my classes.
If you have any questions about your iPads, ask your STAR teacher.
And now, a feature about golf with Marissa Anderson and Kaylee Robinson.
Do you think the team is strong this year?
Oh yeah, yes I do, because last night was an indication of how good we can be.
You didn't make it last year to state, so do you think you have a good shot of making it this year?
Oh yeah, we had 22 girls come out for golf initially, and then we pared that down to 15, and I think we have 15 of the best golfers in the school. And the whole goal after last year when we left in the regional round was to get back to the state. And we're heading in that direction. I think we're going to be strong. We've had some really good leadership out on the course, and the plan is to get back to the state this year.
You gotta hit the ball far, then the crowd goes, woo! Then you hear the ooh la 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 la, treat. I want my birthdays all day long, let the bogeys go and say hey.
Why did you choose to play golf?
I grew up with it. I think it's a really relaxing sport, and you can play it for the rest of your life.
Do you see yourself playing golf in college?
If I get offered money from D1, I definitely would. I don't see myself playing, but I'll definitely be playing for the rest of my life. I don't know, it just depends what college I go to and whether I make the team or not.
Are you going to miss the team and the coaches?
Yes, I will definitely miss Mr. Williams. Yeah, I love all the girls that play. Getting to know everybody has really made a difference, and I'll really miss them all.
What made you want to start coaching golf?
When I moved here 15 years ago, I had an opportunity to do it. I've played golf my whole life since I was a little kid, and it just seemed like a fun place to be and another way to interact with students.
Do you like the team this year?
Yeah, the team is good this year, and we've got a bunch of young kids that we're going to be building on for the future. We've got, a few seniors, a few juniors, but predominantly sophomores and freshmen.
And now, the first edition of Sports with Brienne.
Hey CG, Brienne Boswell here with your sports broadcast for the week. This segment on CG will highlight players, coaches, and achievements for our Center Grove Trojan sports teams throughout this year. Boys soccer is underway for the season. With their new coach, Todd Shealy, the team seems to be adjusting well. This week they played Bloomington North and pulled off a win 5-1. Scorers include Gabe Beadle with 2 goals, Brock Exline, Bradley Bennett, and Chandler Downs also scored to secure a win. Tonight, the freshman boys soccer team plays at home against North Central at 5, and varsity plays at Perry Meridian. The volleyball season began this week as well. The girls dropped their first match 3-1 to defending state champion Avon. Last night, they took on Martinsville. Tune in next week for results. Boys tennis started their season yesterday against Park Tudor and have a match tomorrow against Terre Haute South. Girls golf season has gotten off to a great start this year. So far, they have had 6 meets this season. They have won against Greenwood, Brownsburg, Greenfield, and Fishers. They placed 11th in the CG Trojan Classic and 7th in the Western Invitational. I'm here with Coach Williams, the girls golf coach. So Coach Williams, how many years have you been coaching golf here at Center Grove High School?
This is my 8th year.
Okay. This year you lost some top scoring seniors. How is the team adjusting?
Well, we were able to pull some kids back into the program that took a 1-year hiatus, if you will. Jamie Geithner came back. She was on our state finals team that played 2 years ago. And then we picked up Colleen Gudeman again, and she had a season-ending knee injury last year due to lacrosse. So we were able to pull those girls back into the program to help out. And we have 4 seniors right now.
What are some skills that you believe the girls need to focus on this season?
We have been trying to focus primarily on our short games. The kids have been going and working with swing coaches throughout the course of the year, but we've been really trying to zero in on the short game so that we can score well in tournaments and matches.
How can Center Grove support the girls golf team?
I think just by following us whenever they get the chance. There is absolutely nothing wrong with coming out and walking and being a part of the gallery and supporting maybe friends that they have on the team.
Thank you, Coach Williams. The girls soccer team began their season this week. They played Mooresville and Perry Meridian. They are off to a great start. Against Mooresville, Brittany Gilbert scored a penalty kick, and within a minute, Erin Sutton scored a goal. The ending score was 3-1 for the ladies' first game of their season. On Wednesday, the ladies traveled to Perry Meridian and won 3-1. Scores for the game include Brittany Gilbert, Hannah Irish, and Hannah Johnson. Tonight, the freshman girls soccer team plays at North Central starting at 5. Tonight at Warren Central kicks off the football season for the year. The game begins at 7. Be sure to grab a beach ball and your hula skirt for beach night and support your Trojan football players against the Warren Central Warriors. Thanks, CG. Here's your home schedule for the week. See you next time.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work. Diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watches, gold chain, player. 100,000 champagne, player. Yeah, my money insane, player. Yeah, I'm making it rain, player. But I was just on a plane, player. Buying gear, flying here.
And that's all we have for you today, CG. Bye.